Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kara here with another Guardian Tales video, and in today's video I want to do an offer review here in the shop. It's been a minute since I've done one of these. To be honest, I don't know how popular these are going to be or if people are actually even interested in this, but I figured I'm going to at least do one for this week and then I'm going to do one for the next update here soon that's going to be happening in about 6 days. So first one, easily the best value in the game, is going to be this one right here. It's $4 and you get 1,500 gems immediately and then 100 gems every single day for 30 days. So if you compare this evaluation to, like, let's say here, the same amount, that's $35. It's just a no-brainer. If you're willing to spend money, this is going to be one of the best values in the entire game, if not the best value. Then another one is going to be the Guardian Pass. This one's great, especially if you don't have the EX weapon for the particular rare hero that it comes with. So if you guys are not familiar with how this works, every single time they do one of these passes, you're going to be getting, all this stuff has been the same. It's been the same ever since the beginning of these Guardian Passes. What they do though is they change it to where there's always going to be a theme of a particularly character that gets one of these weapons. So in this case, it's Elvira and it's her weapon. So this is actually not a bad one. Out of all the rare heroes, she's up there as one of the better heroes, but a lot of times you're going to be not using her with her particular weapon, only on very particular teams like the fire range team against the fairy, because of how the weapon skill works against that boss with the bouncing, and you can actually hit a chain. That's really one of the few times you actually really use her. I bet she would probably be good in campaign and stuff, but she really fills the role of a good rare character where could be used early, could be used in raiding, but is not this super meta character like most 2-star heroes are. But to be getting any use at all, let alone in the late game, it really speaks to just how good she is. So being able to get this weapon is not a bad one. And then, but that would be something we'd have to evaluate on a per rare character basis. But for the most part, all the other stuff you get in here, this is going to be the best evaluation of any of this stuff in the entire game. For $8, you're going to be getting all of these awakening stones, hammers, 5 option change stones, even more awakening, and then 10, I'm covering it, but you get 10 of these legendary tokens here, then plus all the free stuff as well. So easily the second best value in the entire game, and that's just true for all of this. So now let's get into the ones that change every 2 weeks. These are not only the one special packs, but they're holiday themed, so they're going to be a little better. So the first one that stands out to me is this one here. Not only is this one's really good. This first pack, $15, 30 option change stones, 50 option lock stones. Compared to how you normally get option change stones in this game, this is really good. But big but here with option change stones is you still don't have any guarantee on how good these option change stones are going to be. This is a good evaluation to get a ton of these. If you have really bad luck on how they roll, you're SOL. So this at least gives you a lot of opportunity, but still kind of a bummer. And you also get the 5 Princess Edicts, which in my opinion almost have 0 value. For the most part, that's a good value there. Then if you look here at the next one, because they are trying to bait you into, the first step is a great pack in my opinion. The last one at step 6 is really good. It's a free epic limit breaking hammer here, and then 5 Princess Edicts. You slowly get worse and worse packs here. I think the first one, step 1, is great. Step 2 is very normal, 9,000 gems for $30. I don't like this pack, but it is like a normal pack. Then you get a free 1,000 stamina, 250 hammers. This right here, normally they charge $10 for these stamina packs for 500. If you really like stamina and you normally do those packs and you're willing to spend money and you're kind of on the fringe on these 9,000, sure, I think that's a fine pack if you combine these two, because essentially when you get step 2, you're also getting step 3. Then step 4 here, 37 controllers, 300 stamina, $15. That's pretty good. Then you get the 200 hero crystals and 20 awakening stones. This pack's rough for me. It's really hard to justify. We're in major whale territory here if you're ever willing to buy this pack, in my opinion. When you think about it, $50, a fraction of the amount of hero crystals to finish a hero to fully max limit broken, and then a fraction of the amount of legendary awakening stones to be able to fully awaken them. It's really hard to justify. This pack is gross, in my opinion. At the end of the day, like, a lot of this stuff is really hard to quantify from a monetary standpoint, but like, I think technically, if you're spending a ton of money, if your budget is like, multiple $100s per month, then this is a great deal. But for the average player, even this $30 is pushing it. It's only justified if you're willing to spend, and you combine it with this 1,000 stamina, the $15 for in a vacuum, the $15 for 300 stamina and 37 controllers. I think that's good value. But then this is where it gets really rough here at the end, when they already have you kind of committed the epic limit breaking hammer for free. I think there's some good, mostly bad with that pack. Going all the way with it, $80. if anything for me when it comes to this pack, I'd probably just pick up this first one, if anything. I've said this a lot on my channel, but I'm just not a fan of option chain stones. I'm not a fan of their evaluation of them. They are something that's important, but it's hard to justify. So then next is this 9,000 paid gems, 1,500 mirror shards. See, notice how this is very similar to the pricing here, 9,000 and then 9,000. I don't like this pack. Mirror shards, in my opinion, are hard to evaluate. Like they're not worth that much. Yes, you're gonna want to eventually get a ton of mirror shards to be able to max limit break one of these shields here for either Ogma, Arena, or Future Princess. One of these shields here, and you need a ton of these shards to finish one out. So I got one finished here, and I got one that's not even touched yet when it comes to a limit breaking process. But I don't think they're worth the money here, unless you're really wanting the hero, which I already done a video on this on my opinions of the new hero, but I don't think she's really worth investing into. So if you're also wanting you need gems, you're going to be wanting to pull for the hero, this is your last chance here, and you just get bonus mirror shards. I just don't think it's worth it, in my opinion. I don't think this 1,500 mirror shards adds enough value to ever justify spending $30 for only 9,000 paid gems, because that's only 3 10 pulls, and that doesn't really make a dent if you get unlucky. Here you get the 1,000 gems, and then you get 2 things here. This one I think is one of the best packs in the game. I've bought one of these so far out of all these New Year deals. I really like this one, because when you compare this, so I could get 40 awakening stones, and then I could get another 40 there. I could get blueprints if I wanted them to be able to finish out merch. There's a lot of options here. The summon controllers, like I would rather have 40 of these than the summon controllers, in my opinion. The option lock stones I'm not really hurting for. The magic metal, this one's a little tough, but I think this is probably the best value here. Also, you could do the blueprints. I think a lot of people probably did this just to get a ton of blueprints. That's what I did. I ended up, because I wanted to finish out little princess figure, so I ended up just getting a ton of these blueprints here. That's what I did. I've only bought one of them, but I might consider buying another. And we got this one, $10 gets you 1,000 gems, 10 summon controllers. I think this is okay value. It's definitely better than most. $30, like when you think about it, $30 if you buy all 3 is going to be 3,000 plus 30 summon controllers. So that's 4 pulls for the cost of, normally 3. So it's, at the end of the day, it's really not great value. It's still very similar to this evaluation here. It's just 1 pull better for the same price. So it's still, if you're going to buy any of these 2, I would buy the New Year's summon package instead of buying this one, in my opinion. But at the same time, it's not great. If anything, this one's way better because you're getting the 1,500 for $5. So this one's fantastic comparatively. And I definitely would recommend this one over this one, because a lot of these packs too, we know what the new hero is going to be. You obviously know where you're at gem wise. So maybe buying these now and then just saving them for the next hero might be worth it, or just saving them and then just doing the 100 per day. You get a ton of those options there, and you get it for a decent price. So that might be worth doing. Now we're on to this interesting pack here for $80. I think technically, from a valuation standpoint, for example, this is 20,000. So you get 9,000 for $30. So you're getting 2 and a little bit extra $30 bullets here in just gems. Then you're getting 60 option change stones, and they just evaluated this up here for $15. And this is a good deal. It's really hard to find this. Usually it's not just $15, but they're doing it as an end of the year package thing. So that's like better than most evaluation. If you are a big spender and you're willing to, like, this is technically good evaluation, technically good. It just takes someone that's willing to spend a lot of money per month if you're going to be touching this $80 package. But technically it is a good evaluation, in my opinion. But the same problem, like I said earlier, when it comes to option chain stones, you never really know if it's going to land or not, but you have 60 shot. You will be able to get a good roll probably out of your exclusive weapons there with that amount of opportunity, and you get a ton of gems, so you'll be able to get whatever, like hopefully the next hero if you don't get super unlucky. And these right here, these are kind of like the base anchor pricing. Technically these are anchor pricing, but this is just trash and everyone knows not to get it. So this is the true anchor pricing here, in my opinion. So we got $30 for this. Notice how here it's 5,600 gems versus the 9,000. These prices are like deals when they ever go 9,000 for $30. I still don't consider it that way, in my opinion. Still, that's how they evaluate it. And then you can get these prints here. I don't like doing these. I think I've almost never bought one of those. The ones that I like are stuff like this, especially when it comes to merch materials. I really like stuff like this, where it's you get it at a deal, and then you could get a ton of these merch materials, like 300, and then I could just go 300 if I wanted to. Or if I'm impatient, I could just get a whole bunch of these accelerators. But here, you're only getting maximum 150. So 4 times as many blueprints, you know, half the price. It shows how bad the anchor pricing is. Same deal here with just a more expensive version of it. Never really been a fan of this one. 5,400 gems for 30 bucks. Obviously completely trash compared to this, and I'm still even questioning this one. So I would pass on that. You get these guys here. Don't like the awakening packages. Obviously don't like the $70 for 10,000 gems there. 100 stamina for 14 days. I do like this one, even though it's kind of pricey. I've done it a lot. And then this $10 for the 500 stamina. I was doing this a lot, even though I knew it wasn't good evaluation. I just wanted a lot of heroes to just make more videos. I would wait for the ones that they do $5 for these. Like they do them a lot where you can buy a few of them. It's $5. You get 500 stamina. That's the ones I like to get. I prioritize doing a lot of refreshes over pulls in my situation because I'm also a spender. So it's like if I don't miss out on a hero, I can just buy something. Here's the offer review. Let me know in the comments below if you guys like something like this. And with that, guys, I am out. Peace.